heard, high wind marking. High wind warning out today. Just did a quad with River. Birds are flying far. Scenting conditions are terrible. I got a strong southwest wind and we're running kind of at a crosswind here. I'm just a little kind of quarter off the wind. Wow, it's gonna be a big day. So we just did a quad. We're gonna try and do some blinds in this crosswind. Gotta do blinds, gotta teach them to shoulder that wind. And we'll do that here in a few minutes. We did okay. A little vocal on the line, I'm still working on that. Getting a little more excited when I throw marks versus when I run blinds. We're working on it. All right, bud. Hey, good job. Nice. All right, hello everybody. Sunday, high wind warning marks. Yeehaw. We're gonna run a quad. Right hand long mark is, hang on a sec, there we go. All right, right hand long mark, it's 200 yards. Zoom in. 200 yards, throwing left to right. Throwing from that Russian olive to that Russian olive. This mark over here is 225, 250-ish. It is thrown also left to right down that Russian olive line, just to protect that gun station from blowing over. And then right here, little pine tree, you got a short mark thrown left to right. Gonna land over there in that little scrub brush stuff. And then way over here, I have a winger right over the top of here, Riv, heel, over River's head. And I just got it sitting out there because the wind will blow it over if I put a hole in the blind. So this is gonna be a quad. All right, let me get my camera set up. Riv's ready to go. He's sitting right here by the camera. All right, you sit. You mark. Mark. Sit. Mark. Way out. Set! River. A little hyped up this morning. Sit. Easy. Heel. Easy. River. Oops, sorry. Went easy, easy. We'll see what he wants to do. I'm going to send him for this middle one. No, here. Here. River! Oh, he's on the wrong side of the wind. Come back. Oh, he's on the right side of the wind. Good dog. Wow, look how far that went. Woo-wee. Again, that one was 200 yards. The two short ones, probably about 50 yards and 40 yards. All right, now we're gonna go get the one he wanted. That one. All right, one more, here. This is the big one. Way out. River! Got to keep this little camera low to the ground. Wow, he didn't just pin it. No, he didn't. Getting there. See, the wind really taking these marks. Woo-wee. Where'd you go, bud? It's on the correct side of the gun. He's having some big hunts. Come on, buddy, get it. He's still in there. Now he got it. I don't know if you saw that or not. Probably not. It's way down over here. Sorry. I was watching the dog, not running the camera. Nice quad. Nice quad. Sit. Sit. River. Parked right next to my truck. Probably hear the other two dogs whining. I'm trying to block the wind here a little bit. Here. Heel. 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 River. Good dog. Keep going. Good dog. All right. He fought the wind. Wind is very strong out of this left to right. It's out of the south-southwest. Probably 20, 30 mile per hour gusts here. Good boy. Good to be quiet. Sit. Drop. Sit. Dead. Way out. Here. Good. Back. Back. Strong wind blowing that way. Teaching them to fight the wind. Here. Good dog. Sit. Sit. All right, another dead bird. Heel. Sit. Good. Way out. Back. gonna line them, but it just teaches them to don't fade with the wind. It gives them a target to look at. Good, good. Just fight that wind. That's all I'm looking for. Fight the wind, fight the wind. Getting blown hard that way. Probably good 20, 30 mile an hour steady wind here. Atta guy. Nice job, bud. Drop. Sit. Sit. All right, now we're going to move on to Doppler, my 18-month-old black lab. He's a male. Very intelligent dog. Very driven. He's got a high prey drive. He wants to go, 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 go. And because of that, his enthusiasm is something I'm working on trying to curb. So I'm not going to show you this. We're going to do the same thing we did with River. We're going to run this initial quad, but we're not going to run it as a quad. We're going to run it as a triple and a single. Move down the road, run the double. I'm going to show you and walk you through how he's going to get into some significant trouble and how we work our way through that. And then we're going to turn around and run the double blind in strong winds. So I'm running the same setups, the same 3 setups as I did with River. But Doppler, this is a dog that's testing my patience and my training abilities. So let's just jump into it, and we're going to start the video here with him just going. Doppler! Go, bird. Boy, this bloody wind. Here. Sit down. Way up. Heel. Heel. Here. Heel. Heel. Doppler. Okay, I'll stop the video real quick. Again, there's a gigantic gap right there. Throwing that mark from that white diamond over on the right-hand side of that next little Russian olive. So he just shot through the gap. This is great. This is a great marking setup. And hopefully he learned something here. But again, this is something, if I was judging, I would definitely try and do that, because you'll find dogs that do exactly this. They'll shoot the gap, and will they recover is the question. So let's find out. Going a little long. So yes, he did recover. And he did a nice job. He went around that short little Russian olive. No big deal. But he did recover. He didn't end up in no man's land and hunt forever. He didn't have a gut hunt. He just had a little loop in there and ended up being on the correct side of the wind. So the wind, this mark is great for teaching that concept. So the wind really takes it off to the left, or excuse me, to the right, from left to right. And it went very, very far. So this is a great little memory mark. Here, sit. Here. Doppler! quite deep enough, bud. Gotta get back in that cover. There you go. All right, triple. Here! You better have a bird. Good dog. Sit down. Sit. Doppler. Triple and a single. Sit. Sit. Drop. Okay, so again, we moved down the road. This is the same setup we ran with River. River had a pretty easy time with this hip pocket double. It's the same two long marks that we ran in that first series. I just left them up, and I'm using wingers and launching birds, but this time I'm throwing from right to left. I'm throwing almost directly into the wind. He's going to have a lot of trouble here, and let's walk through that. We're going to run this 4 times. All right, Doppler. Got to be quiet. Sit down. Sit. Doppler. Heel. Doppler. No! So this dog is incredibly intelligent. You may argue with that. No, he went the wrong way. No, he didn't. He remembered that first mark. He knew it was thrown on that side of the gun station, on the right-hand side. That's one of the things I got to be careful with training him, because he remembers. He has a good memory, but he also could get into trouble when I try and throw curveballs at him. So I have to handle here. It's not a big deal, and you got a minor correction for going the wrong way, but I didn't crucify him here with the E-color. I just gave him a correction, yelled no, nick, stop, cast. Fuck! All right, so the question here is, did he learn anything? What do you do next? Do you call it good, put the dog up, move on to something else? Some may say yes. I like to repeat. I want to clean this up. I want to make sure he understands where that mark was thrown in a hip pocket. I don't want him going to the wrong side of the gun. But as we repeat this 3 more times, the second and third attempt are going to be ugly. So let's walk through that. Sit. And again, I should mention that every time we run this and we pick up the last bird, I have to rebird those wingers. So he gets back up on the truck, gets a drink of water. He's going to rest for about 5 to 10 minutes while I walk out there and rebird these marks. So he gets a little bit of rest in between. So I'm not bringing him right back 10 seconds later. He needs to rest a little bit to kind of compose himself. Sit, sit, sit. Doppler. Sit. Okay, before we try and attempt to get the hip pocket, I just want to note here that I make a monumental mistake. I did. When I go out and rebird these wingers, I got that transmitter in my pocket and I accidentally hit the toggle buttons. So the toggle button was not on his collar, it was on his father's collar, which was in the truck. And when I start giving an e-collar correction, I can hear poor radar telling me, hey, knock it off, I'm not doing anything. So he doesn't get a timely correction here, but he's going to get some correction. And what he's going to end up doing is going back to an old fall. Good. Doppler! No! No! I don't know if I did that or not. No, no, no. Here. You're way out. So again, and especially when I came back and looked at the video, it did look like I was pointing him the wrong way. So I learned here that I can't push him hard into a short gun because that's where he's going to go. And when I did this with River, I was pushing him hard into the short gun because I wanted him not to fade with the wind. I didn't want the wind to push him way off course. And I was trying to do the same thing here. Backfired on me big time. Here. Good. Doppler! No! 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 Here. Stop! No! Sit down. So he wasn't getting the concept, so we have to simplify, so I decided to move up, and I got better result for that. Good. Doppler! Got a correction for going back to an old fall. To run it again. Yeah, so the question is, did he learn anything? No, I don't think he did. He didn't clean this up enough for me. And we need to run it again. And you're going to see the next time it's even worse. Sit. Drop. So this time I have the transmitter correct. I've got him sitting out in front of me. I have to stand back by the camera because the wind was blowing so bad in my little camera that it would blow it over. So I'm trying to hold on to the camera. But I'm also noticing that by not standing next to him, he is a little quieter. So let's take a look at this. And every time I run this, I am 120% convinced he sees the first mark that goes down. He sees that long hip pocket. He's got a good, clear vision of it. He should understand what I'm asking here. Sit down. Sit. So you can see right there, his body language is, he marked that. I mean, he understood it. He saw it go in the air. He heard it go off. You heard the quack, 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 quack. You heard the bang. He saw it. He understands that. Doppler. Sit. Here. Doppler. Okay. Major correction there. That was everything that e-collar had in it. Everything. I didn't yell at him. I didn't say anything. He got the lightning right there. He got everything I had in my e-collar. You go back to an old fall, it's a major sin. It's the one thing that'll get you dropped in any event that I run. And he's got to learn not to do it. This is the third time I brought him up here to the line. And I'm just bringing him up, pointing him, go. Just go. And if he makes the wrong decision, he's going to get corrected for that. Doppler. So again, the question is, did he learn anything? My opinion is no, he didn't learn the concept. He didn't do it right. And we need to run it again. And this time I waited about 20 minutes to let him calm down and really think about it. So I'm going to walk out there, reload those wingers again, and then we're going to come back and run him in for the fourth time. And let's see how he does. Heel. Sit. Sit. Again, I am 120% convinced that he saw that long mark. He saw it go off. He should know where it's at. Now, one of the other things, if you give a heavy correction like I just did the time before, some dogs may not go back to where they've been severely corrected on that short mark. I didn't have that problem with this dog, but if you're trying to mimic what I'm trying to do here, some dogs will not do that. They will absolutely not go back. And what would I do if I had a dog that did that? I would probably do the double, launch the double, but I would hand throw a mark off the side and then try and get that long hip pocket. I'd be curious to see what the rest of you have a comment about. But this dog had no problem going right back to where he had been severely corrected. Doppler. Here. Sit. Okay, before we run the hip pocket, I want to emphasize one last thing, and a very important thing that you're going to see here that Doppler is going to do, and I think it's critical. Way out. Doppler. Success, right? He did a wonderful job. So what do you do now?
Good dog, good. Very good. Atta guy, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Wow, good. That was an effort. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Very good.
Lots of praise. That dog deserved lots and lots of praise. When they come out of a difficult scenario like that and they do it correctly, they need lots of praise. They need to know I'm incredibly happy. I think that's critical in dog training. He got in big trouble for making a mistake and paid for that, and he should be rewarded for an excellent job. So did he learn something here? Absolutely. I'm very confident that he learned something here, but it's something I need to repeat with him to make sure he understands that maybe in a different spot, maybe the same setup in a couple of days or a couple of weeks. So again, this is something I'm going to note in his training log that he needs help with.
Get hurt.
Okay, so now we moved on to the blinds, and I moved my line back under the arc of this right-hand gun station. So that gun station was thrown left to right downwind for the first set of marks, and then it was kind of thrown towards us as the second set of marks. So now I want to run him through here because this is where he got into trouble, and you're going to see that he's going to flare this big time, but I just work him through it. I'm not going to give a major battle here with him, but I am going to correct him if he gives me a cast refusal. If I'm casting right and he says, no, I'm going left, it's like, no, that deserves a bump on the collar.
Here.
Listen to that wind. Wind is howling 40, 50 miles per hour.
Quiet. No. Sit down. Hey, heel. Quiet. You're all right. Quiet. Dead. Here. Good. Ah! Back. 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 I don't think he wanted to go in there because he got in trouble. That's where he got corrected.
So again, he was not online there at all, but I didn't care. That's not what I'm trying to teach here. I'm just trying to get him to go under the arc and go out to this blind. That I just wanted to simplify that, and I don't need to get into severe battle after severe battle. So I had to relax my standards a little bit here, but I needed success is what I was trying to get. If he would have went behind the gun, that would have been a recall, and then I would have walked up probably close to where that gun station is and ran it from there. But he gave me the cast finally after being corrected for going left, 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 and I'm giving him right, right, right. And then he started taking my casts after getting a little bump on the e-collar.
He was trying to avoid that. And he got in trouble for avoiding that, so who knows? Good dog. Good dog. Sit. Sit. Heel. Here, there. Here. Good. Back. Back.
So I should note that one of the things I just got done doing last week is a land tune-up drill, and we were running blinds right at the base of that white diamond. So I don't know if he was just confused thinking that was it, if there was the influence of the mark, but there was a lot of suction there, and I just have to convince him to take my casts, and we're going to eventually just recall and try it again.
Back! Over! 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 No, you're not getting it. Here. Here, move up.
So this is an example of simplifying. Just move up a little bit, and there's a white disc out there. He should be able to see that. I just need him to concentrate on what I'm asking him to do.
Made it easy for you. Disc, bud. Trying to make it hard on them.
So my microphone was cutting out there. I got a little too far away with my little DJI mic mini in the high winds. But when I got up there, I was just telling him, that's it, way out, dead bird, sent him, and he went right to it. So I called that good. So that was enough success and battling. So the next training session, I go out with him. I need to simplify this to build his confidence back up and a little more success. But we also need to really buckle down on the vocalization. So he may not see a mark for a while until I get that cleared up. All right, so those were two vastly different dogs that I have in training. Again, Doppler's 18 months and River just a little over 2 years of age. All right, I hope you liked that. And actually, let's take a look at River. I had some exciting news over the last couple of weeks. Take a look at this. All right, so I just got done doing a DNA deal with River. River just turned 2, so I went through and did his OFA, hips and elbows. Got that over with. Then at the same time, I did a DNA test, and he got tested for all kinds of stuff through the Paw Prints Genetics. And then I submitted everything through OFA. And I mean, look at all this. I've got certificates for all of these DNA tests. And I've never had a dog with clear on everything. I mean, everything. And then look at all of these certificates I have on him. Not to brag, but like, good grief. Like, this is impressive. So he got tested for PRA, exercise-induced collapse, CNM, and there's a lot of other things, D-locus, and there's a lot of things in here I have no idea what they are, but it just goes on and on and on. There were like 80 things in here he got tested for. So, I mean, he came back clean as a whistle on everything, on 100% of all of his DNA stuff. And I got a DNA profile on him, and man, I couldn't be happier with that. So again, they did give me a QR code, and I'll give you a better picture of that if you want to take a look at it and see everything that's listed on this chick report. He's got a chick number here as well. Probably see it right there. Wow, just impressive. I was incredibly tickled to death with all the DNA stuff that he had done and came back with.